Hello, potato. Today, we're doing something a little bit different. I mean, not too off-brand. Not that I have a clear and distinct brand or anything. But we're looking at something weird today, and it's not food. It is this. I saw this on Amazon, and I thought this looked vaguely interesting to me. It is, according to Amazon, it is by Yngia, Y-N-G-I-A, it says right there. And it is a 10 centimeter EL panel electroluminescent light sheet. Backlight decorations, light lamp sheet, neon sheet with battery inverter green. I thought, well, green's cool. It's clearly not very big, but so it's supposed to light up. They have different sizes and stuff as well. You can get like longer, thinner ones. And I would assume there's must be bigger ones as well, but this one was the right price for me to go for it. It says it runs on 2 AA batteries, and it says that you can cut it to different shape and it will continue to function. Now, I'm probably not going to cut it up, but I did want to see, what exactly it looks like, how bright it is, that sort of stuff. And so that's what we're going to look at today. This is exactly as it has come. I did not open it yet. I figured we would do that together. All I checked was to see what size best, because as you can see, there is, as tends to be with kind of weird, sketchy electronics bought from Amazon, there's no instructions or anything on it. I mean, I assume it's going to be fairly self-explanatory. You put batteries in, you turn it on, it should light up. Now, I got it with the idea that maybe this would be good for using as like an uplight for things, like to get like a kind of a Star Trek effect on alcoholic beverages or something. But I really have no idea how bright it's going to be. So it's on like some sort of like little cardboard matting. Okay, I thought maybe this would slide off because it says you can cut it, and it shows, in the pictures, it shows just like green shapes. I mean, those pictures probably aren't of actual product. It's like air bubbles under the plastic. That kind of bothers me. I don't know if they need to be there. I don't know if they're supposed to be there. I don't like them there, though. Yeah, it looks like a fairly simple thing. They've cut this to shape. It looks like there is a very thin wire, or series of wires, I'm going to guess probably at least 2, running all the way around the edge of it. So I feel like cutting that is going to disrupt those wires. See, sadly, that's a question we're not going to answer because I'm not going to cut it, and I don't want to do the research into how something like this actually works, because this is void of intelligence. And I mean, we're lucky when I feel like Google translating something while recording. But it looks like it's just kind of put together. We have a battery box clipped together with this, so I guess you could, in theory, take this apart and attach this to a different, maybe more permanent power source instead of batteries. Which, if you wanted to, say, decorate your background with stuff like this, that would be a pretty cool idea. There's a belt clip on here, which feels entirely unnecessary unless you're gonna, I guess you could use this as sort of a cosplay thing too. But I think that's just this box is the standard for this box. It comes with that. Nice clicky button. Like the sound of that. But let's, how do we open it? It feels like we should just, there we go. And I have 2 AA batteries here. I hope this is like reasonably bright. I have like no idea what to expect from this at all. Because, pictures are pictures, and pictures aren't generally truthful. And I didn't like look up any YouTube videos or anything on this before getting it. So let's see what it does. It makes a tone. I don't know if you can hear that. It doesn't look like the microphone's picking it up, but I have it like right up to the microphone. Yeah, it's making a very like a high-pitched like whistle, like a hum. That's reasonably bright. It's kind of about what I was expecting. So I can see, you could like cut this down and like maybe put it to internally light like part of the Lego Halloween display to get like a creepy glow inside of like the haunted house or something. I might try that this year, not cut it down, but just kind of stick it in there and turn it on, see how it looks from the outside. There'll probably be pictures on the Void of Intelligence Instagram if I do that. But what I was thinking of doing it for in here, for videos, for actually having it as a video thing, is to use it as like sort of an uplight. But I feel like it's probably not strong enough for that. Let's kill some lights and see what it looks like in here without the big lights on. Okay, well, this guy still puts off kind of a lot of light, but I feel like, I mean, it's a good, strong glow to it, but I don't feel like it is, and this is maybe not the best thing to try it with. You're still very bright. Can we turn you off from the back here? There we go. Oh, yeah, turning off this light would probably help too. All right, so there we go. That's what it looks like in as dark as it's gonna get in here. I mean, on the camera, honestly, on the camera, I think it looks a little better because it's the light's just kind of like getting caught on the thick glass of this bottle. But, you know, give me a second. I have one more bottle I can try, and that's kind of more what I was thinking of. So I'll be right back. You won't even notice. Okay, I'm back now with something that actually is kind of more specifically what I was thinking of when I ordered this. And this is from that On the Rocks box, sampler box that I bought like last year. I did one video on, intended to do a series on it, and haven't gone back to it since. It's all still in there. I will eventually get back to it, but these are always displayed in store, like in restaurants, stuff on a light table to make them glow. And see, it's not bright enough. It's also the wrong size. I mean, I'm supposed to cut it down to size. Let's try to cover it up, or cover it up with something maybe. Just put like a cover on it. I mean, that's not awful. I feel like we're getting some, not quite the effect I was going for, but I feel like if I put a cover on this with a cutout that was just like the right size for the bottom of the bottle, it would be somewhat effective. I think it looks better on camera than it looks to my eyes. In the little camera screen, it's kind of like what I was going for. To my eyes, it's just too bright along the outside, I think. Also, that tone, that whistling noise the box is making is definitely bothering me. Let's turn some lights back on in here. All right, that's better. So yeah, it's definitely a unique thing. I'm guessing whatever mechanism makes this function is very, very simple. I am tempted to cut it just because I want to see how it still functions. Oh, this comes off. Is this meant to be? I guess if you're cutting it, you take the cover off first, or maybe you can take damage if it's not covered. I don't know. I'm gonna leave the cover on though, because if I use it for anything, it's just gonna probably be for uplighting drinks or maybe putting inside a Lego build to give it like a spooky green glow. It says there's 3 modes. Hold on, I didn't try that. So, oh, okay. So we can strobe. And it can strobe slower. And each time it does that, it makes like this little high-pitched beep. I mean, I know that's just a function of this box. It's not anything to do with that. It's just the box pulses. Probably has capacitors in it somewhere that cause it to do that. But that's still kind of cool. I mean, I guess if I was doing like a Lego build where I wanted a flashing sign, I could cut this down to size and put it like behind the sign to make it flash. I don't know, it's probably not going to work for what I wanted it for, but it's certainly an interesting piece of, I'm guessing, very simple tech. Yeah, they come in other colors. Maybe, if I find like legitimate use for this, maybe I'll get some other ones too and find use for those too. Maybe even figure out how to wire this into something USB or something so I can have like a multiple at one time and not have them running off of a box making a very annoying noise. It really is like unreasonably bothering. To be fair, outside of recording, I don't generally exist in nearly silent environments, so maybe I wouldn't notice if I had it, say, in the Lego display. But I do notice it in here, and it is quite annoying. But ultimately, it's better than I probably expected. It's not as good as I had hoped. And it is interesting. I find it interesting. If you know what this stuff actually is, EL panels, then you probably find it incredibly pedestrian. But either way, that's going to wrap this video up. I do hope you found it interesting and or entertaining. If you did, go ahead and give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.